The presence of 62 Choctaw warriors on the left flank of Andrew Jackson's line is a well-known part of the Battle of New Orleans. Few historians mention, however, that a group of Seminole and Creek chiefs and warriors were there with the British. They went aboard British ships off Apalachicola Bay, Florida, where they were given hats and ready uniform coats. The Seminole leader Thomas Perryman headed the delegation. Benson Earl Hill, a British artillery officer, met him in Louisiana.
One of these was pointed out to me as Perryman, King of the Muskogees. He was of an advanced age and remarkably fair complexion. A large hoop of gold hung from His Majesty's nose, and his unsymmetrical ears were adorned with silver rings. Benson Earl Hill, British artillery officer.
Others in the group included the Red Stick prophet Josiah Francis, the Red Stick war chief Peter McQueen. He was the great-uncle of the future Seminole warrior Osceola, the Seminole chief William Perryman, and others.
All of them exhibited the peculiarity of having the external cartilage of the ear cut and hanging down on the shoulder in unseemly flesh, resembling the cadaverous appendage of a turkey cock. Benson Earl Hill, British artillery officer.
The chiefs watched from the banks of the Mississippi River as British artillery destroyed the USS Carolina on December 27, 1814. The prophet Francis drew the attention of several of the officers.
As a mark, I presume, of distinction, one of the warriors wore a band of silver round his head, with numerous small bells attached to it. Above these was stuck some wild bird, whose putrescent state proved that it must have been killed many days. Benson Earl Hill, British artillery officer.
The bird used as headwear by the prophet was a buzzard. Religious leaders of the Red Stick movement often wore dead buzzards with beaks hanging down over their foreheads, the wings reaching over each shoulder, and the tail hanging down their backs. Another British officer met the family of one of the chiefs, including a middle-aged Seminole woman and her children.
The mother was a fine woman with a handsome countenance. She was so dexterously tattooed throughout every observable portion of the frame that not a flaw was discernible in the lines and curvatures intended, doubtless for embellishment. Her daughter, at least 17 years of age, was of graceful form, and equally with her mother was thus artistically decorated. There were several other children. George Laval Chesterton, British officer.
The Seminole family occupied a temporary hut near the British lines, but it caught fire during the fighting leading up to the main battle.
The mother spoke very good English, and reasoned upon the war we were waging with more astuteness than could have been expected. The fire drove them from our immediate vicinity. I saw them no more. George Laval Chesterton, British officer.
The prophet Francis was seen observing the final battle of New Orleans on January 8, 1815. When Jackson's army defeated the British, one observer described the prophet as despondent and depressed. On the plains of Chalmette, the British suffered a disaster even bloodier than the Red Stick defeat at the Battle of Horseshoe Bend. To learn more about the War of 1812 on the Gulf Coast, please visit our website at twoeggtv.com. In Chalmette, Louisiana, I'm Rachel Cox for 2 Egg TV.